Okay.
Salam alaikum. I'm on the road and I'll be home in like few minutes. I might be more contribute that out to delay.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Mami Fatima from Manchester, assalamu alaikum. Mami Adnan from London, assalamu alaikum. Mami Fazan.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
Mami
Wa alaikum salam.
From London, assalamu alaikum. Mami Abdul Wahab from London, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi.
Mami Yasin from London, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد يا عليم علمنا 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 سورة الكوثر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانهار إن شانئك هو الأبتر أما بعد السلام عليكم wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Aja Amina, Mami Queen from Newcastle. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Abolema akuworo yan. Ọlọ́run aba pa okay. Inshallah tá bá fẹ́ parí lesson inshallah a ṣe dua fún náà. Ẹ kú gbìyànjú náà. Bí Ọlọ́run ṣe kádàrá nìyẹn. Inshallah. Today is the 30th of July 2022, but my time now is past 10. Alhamdulillah, we have agreed to start the session in the morning because the evening, most of our parents, I think they are busy, maybe preparing for events, birthday, and other things like that. But alhamdulillah, morning is not bad though. So as long as we are sleeping on time, we are awake on time, then we join the session. Okay, and I use this opportunity to welcome everybody, especially our new mom, Alhaja Mariam Olarewaju, Mami Abdul Wahab, Yabejiniye. We welcome you to Ile Kewu Session for adults. Alhamdulillah, I'm so glad, excited that you say you want to join. May Allah increase our knowledge. Yeah, we don't have any excuse for not learning the word of Allah. No matter what age we have, we are meant to do it, we're supposed to do it, and we have to go for it. We all have intention that we want to know how to recite the Quran. We want to know more about our God. We want to be successful in this life and the hereafter. And I believe with the Quran, we are going to get there. Jazakumullahu khairan for all of you. You're supposed to be doing something else by now, but you prefer to let me just at least 1 hour to go and listen to Al-Quran. And may Allah reward each and every one of you. You never know. Maybe the little thing we are doing now, Allah can use that to what? To shower His Rahmah, to shower His Afiyah, to shower His Barakah on us in this life and the hereafter. Alhamdulillah, anytime we're online like this with 2 women or 3 women, Alhamdulillah, I just feel excited. You know what I mean? Just feel excited that yes, Alhamdulillah, I'm with someone who wants to learn the word of Allah. Barakallahu fikum. Mo le tún fi àsìkò yìí mo fi bẹ̀ lọ́ọ̀ fún gbogbo yín kọ́lọ́run kó bá mi jogún ìmọ̀ tí ó ná àlùbáríkà tẹ́yìn go expect pé ṣé mi ni mo ti ń ka ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run báyìí ṣé mi ni ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run tún yé tó báyìí Ọlọ́run sábà mi ṣe fún gbogbo yín ọlá nẹ́bí lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọ̀là la hawla wala quwwata illa billahi bismillahi a'tayna bismillahir rahmanir rahim inna a'tainaka al-kawthar fasalli li rabbika wanhar inna shani'aka huwa al-abtar. And inshallah the session is going to start now. Okay, and as usual, we normally revise a little bit, then before we jump into the new topic. This Ile Kewu is for adults, however, is for the beginners, as I used to say. So we started from Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha, and so on and so forth. But what we're missing is that we have learned these Arabic letters before, but because we don't know how to pronounce it, in terms of phonics, in terms of individual sound. And if we try to get it now, we are going to, all right, inshallah. So we started from Alif. And remember, Alif is just like one. In the beginning, Alif is like this, in the middle is like this. And Alif has no sound for Alif at all. Anytime you see the Alif, it has no sound. All right. So we move on to Ba. Ba is one dot under. Okay, with open mouth like this. Is it this? So it's Ba. Anytime you see one dot like this, with the open top, is called Ba, and the sound is B. We need to understand how each letter sounds. So this one, Alif, no sound. The Ba sounds B. Anytime we see Ba without any haraka, it sounds B. B. It's Ta. So the Ba, the Ta, and the Tha, they are family. So the good news about Arabic letters is some of them are family. You know what I mean? You can't separate them, okay? But they already separated themselves with the numbers of dots. So that's how to remember them. So look at the Ta, it's just like Ba, but has a 2 dots on the top. So, and it's called Ta, Ta, but the sound itself is T, is T. We cannot say Ta precisely, okay? Because there's no haraka on it. Then we can say Ta. But for now, let's T. Then this another Ta as well. They just want to explain this Ta here. That's why put what you call a round Ta. If it's round, so we call it Ta Mabruta, okay? So then it's also sound. We see this one is called Ta. Then letter of Ta Ba Tha. So this is now Tha. Ta, Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha. It has 3 dots on top. We see 3, we pronounce Tha, okay? Tha, Tha, Thala. The next is Jim. Jim on its own is like this, okay? But this is a long letter. We have some letter, we call them long letter, or let's move the, it becomes Jim, 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 and Jim sounds J. Jim sounds J, all right? The difference between Ba and Jim is that if you look at the Ba, 1 dot under, Jim also 1 dot under, but if you see Jim, it has a bit of cough on the top like this. The next letter is Ha. So Jim, Ha, and Ho, they are also family member, and they has a longer tail. So at the beginning, we delete the tail, in the middle, we delete it, and at the end, we don't delete it. So Ha, how do we pronounce this letter correctly is, the letter is coming from our throat, okay? Our throat. So there are 6 letters. Ha sounds, when we are tired or we are running, we want to say this letter. That is Ha, sounds like a house. The next is Ho. This letter is also coming from our throat, okay? Ho. When there is something on our throat, we want to blow it out. That is how to pronounce this letter correctly. And it sounds, okay? Like Kholako, Kholako li insan. So Jim, Ha, and Ha, they are also family member, but they are distinguished with the numbers of dots on the top, bomb, and no dots. So they are also family. The next letter is Dal. Dal, are we asterisk Dal? Because Dal, there are some letters as well. You cannot join any letter after them. You can join letter before them, but not after them. So that is one of them, okay? Some people call them stubborn letter, but I can't say stubborn letter because they are other letters from the Quran, okay? So Dal, at the beginning, like this, in the middle, and at the end, is going to be like this. And it sounds D, 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 okay? D. So Tajweed is the correct pronunciation of each Arabic letters. Please, let's take note. D, okay? Ho, ho, and ha. Then the next is Dhal. I'm going to asterisk Dhal as well because we cannot join any letter after them. Before them, yes, we can, but after them, we cannot. So Dhal, Dhal. Dhal has 1 dot on the top, but Dal, no dot. So, and to transliterate this one is going to be the, D and H. Okay, Dhal, Dhal. We have some letters in Arabic, but they are not there in English. Please take note. That is one of them. You can't find the D and H together when you are saying something in all the letters in English, like A to Z. No. So that. Take note, dal. Dhalika al-kitabu. Dal, dal. The next is ro. I'm going to asterisk ro as well, is because I cannot after ro. Okay, ro. And the sound, okay, the sound is ro. The sound is ro. So the next is zain. Zain. I will ask as well because we cannot join any letter after zain. So zain, zain, and zain said, okay, each letter has a different pronunciation. Please, let's take note of that. So zain. The next letter is called sin. We show our teeth when we are saying sin. So sin is different from z, z. You see, z, zain, z, but sin flat, sin, as you can see. So sin is also a long letter. When we want to join it, we delete or remove the tail. So sin, 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 and sin. Salamu alaikum. Okay, sin. Okay, so also Rosain, they are family. Then sin and she, they are also family. Can you see? So the difference between sin and she, you can see 3 dots on the she. She, like she is coming back home. He is sleeping. She is over there. So she's S and H. Represent she. So having said that, the next letter is called sword. Sword also has a long tail. You see, it's a sword. But when we're joining it, we remove the tail part. So sword. So look at my mouth. So if your mouth says, then you are going to pronounce it like as salat. If you want to as salat is as salat. Sallallahu alayhi was as well. But the thing is, we have to put a dot under the S. Why do we have to do that? And somebody tell me a reason. Why do I have to put dot under the sword? Yes, please. Any volunteer?
Because sin as S as well, so it's 2 different things.
Barakallah Fitma. Because sin is also has S. It's got S. So you have to distinguish between the sin and the sword. We have to put dot under this one. Okay. So sword, sword, sword. Then the next letter is called dod. Dod. Dod on its own is like this. Dod. Dod. If you want to pronounce this correctly, make sure your cheeks comes up a little bit. Thumbs up. Okay. So dod. Dod. Dod is letter D and H as well. And the word dod, you cannot find it in English. Okay, you can't find it. Dod. If you spend 1 month learning Arabic letters with the correct pronunciation, it's very safe. It saves us. It's very nice. It's very good because we are going to get everything by the time we're reciting. But when we don't get it right and we begin to move forward, we're still going to come back to that. So please allow me to explain it so that you guys can understand it very well. So dod. Then the next is toilet. I am going to the toilet. So this is a letter for to. Also sound t. Okay, but we already have ta. What we need to do is just to put a line under the store to show the difference. Okay, so to. Then the next is the. The is like a family of to, but it has a dot on the top, and the just like a z, but there's a dot here. So limina. Then the next is ain. So ain on its own is like this. But because we want to start a letter with it, then what we need to do is to part of it. So that's why ain is now showing this way. Ain in the middle is like this. What happened to ain in the middle? We close the mouth like this. That's why you say ain. But in the middle, we close the mouth. Also at the end, we're supposed to write like this at the end, but we close the mouth again because it's at the end. So when you see this ain, don't be surprised. It's still ain, and the sound of ain is like a speech mark, like a cat. The sound of a cat is ain. So please take note. Ain fatia ain kasra e, and ain dama Don't say People say but it's not and don't say ha, but it's what Ain and Goin, they are also family. Go. There is no go in English, remember? So go. Goin is a family of Ain. So when there's a dot, it becomes Goin. So Goin sounds H. Goin. Goin is also coming from our throat. Even Ain is also coming from our throat. So we have 6 letters coming from our throat. Makharij. Okay, they are originated from our throat. The roots are from the throat. So please, let's make sure we pronounce them correctly. Ain from the throat. Roi from the throat. Okay, then Hamza, Ha, Ho. You see, there are 4 families, Ha and Ho family. Then we have Hamza and Ha. So there are 6 letters that originally is like this. Okay, so this letter is called Fa at the end, and it sounds Fa and a cough. You see, family members is family. So the difference between Fa and a cough on its own is like that at the end like this, and it sounds what? Cough, like a queen. Cough. Then on its own is like this. That's Ka. But if you want to join Ka with even sometimes you can find it like this. So it's still Ka. In the middle, at the end, and a Ka sound, please take note. Ko, quack, coin. But Ka like Kitabu, like Kalibun. The next on is letter. Okay, lamb is a long lamb, and lamb sounds alif and lamb. We stop like this, but with lamb we continue. Okay, we can join lamb with another letter. Alif, you can meme just like a 0. Okay, meme, no dots in the middle. Meme is a long letter on its own, but we remove the tail parts. So meme, and meme sounds like a moise. Nun is a long letter and has 1 dot on the top. Please. Difference between nun and a bar, please. Anybody? Okay, thank you. Yes, exactly. Mashallah. Please don't let us confuse. You know, bar, the dot is on closer to us, for us to remember. Bar, 1 dot closer to you, bar. But noon, you can see the afternoon. In the afternoon, noon has 1 dot over there on the top. Noon. So just a clue for you to remember difference between the bar and the noon. Even that's what we learned today. Please keep it. Bar is very closer to you, so that's why the dot is under. Bar is closer to you, and the noon afternoon, so the dot is up there. Okay, noon and noon sound. The next letter is wow. Wow, I'm going to start wow because we cannot join any other letter after wow. We cannot join any other letter after wow. So wow, wow, and wow sounds what? Woo. Sounds woo, woo. Okay, wow. Woo, woo is also one of the fourth letters. Okay, we raise our chest, like you are reading surah to a cloud. Say kole hoa, kole hupa. You see, hoa, hoa. So ha. Look at this. Ha can also be round like this, as long as it doesn't have any dot on it. If it has dot on the top, it's no longer ha. It becomes what, please? If it's like this, and with the 2 dots on the top, what is it, please? Anybody? Thank you. And what type of tie is that?
Round ta.
Round ta.
You mommies, you are not sleeping. Mashallah, barakallah fikum. It's called a round ta. So this is ha, or a line under this one to show the difference between ha and ha. And you know what? Those 6 letters are coming from a throat. You know, some are coming from the top, some are coming in the middle, and some are coming at the bottom. So I have a video to show you on that one. So, but not now. Does that make sense? So the last letter of Arabic letter is called ya. So ya on its own is like this. Ya on its own is like that. 2 dots under. I want Alhaja Kazim, Mami Aliyah, to tell us the difference between, or explain the difference between the ya and the ta for us, please. The difference between ya and the ta. Someone be. Mami Aliyah Kazim.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Please explain to us the difference between the ya and the ta, please.
Ya at 2 dots underneath, what ta at 2 dots inside.
Lomeka Hazami. MashaAllah, thank you so much. Yeah. 2 dots under, please. Yeah, for you to remember. Yeah. 2 dots under. Why the ta is a 2 dot on the top. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Network mode that Nigeria, sir. Come on, go clear, sir.
MashaAllah. Hey, there's someone I can't join.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, go on.
Mongba India, sir. Network don't for today.
Yeah. Money is someone I can't join.
Clear, sir.
Money is someone mommy Abib can't join. Allahu Akbar. Okay, thank you for the explanation between the ya and the ta. So ya 2 dots under, ta 2 dots on the top. Ya. So ya sounds ye. Sounds what? Sounds ye. All right. So we have learned all this, okay? And then after this, what we have done is about haraka. We have learned about haraka, because with that, we might not be able to read very well ourselves. But with haraka is going to help us, all right? Haraka is going to help us to read. To what? To read. Then what are harakas? Harakas. So, am I sharing my screen? Am I sharing my screen?
Oh, yes.
Okay, haraka.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Haraka. So, our haraka ló máa help wa láti lè kà dáadáa. With tabako Jim fúnra ẹ̀, ó kàn máa jẹ́ j. Tabako ba, ó kàn máa jẹ́ b. Okay? If we write wow, it's just going to be w. But how do we now read very well? Then that's when the haraka comes. Haraka, they are fataha, which sound a. Okay? Fataha, only line to what lókè any letters. Sẹ́rí line tí mo yà yìí, ó túmọ̀ sí pé mo kọ letter kan ni. Mo lè kọ ba, mo lè kọ ta. So that's what that line means. All right? So if I write this line here, okay? If I put this line means fataha, a, which sound a. If I put line under the letter, it sounds e. You can write e, or you can write letter e. Both sound e, e. Okay. Then the third one is what? Is u. Sounds u. Or you can write o. In some cases, there's no problem in that. So we have three harakas. What are these haraka? They are a, fataha, they are e, and they are u. And the clue to remember these three letters sound is that when you see the line on the top of any letter, you have to open your mouth. You open your mouth as ah, that is fataha. If we see line under a letter, we have to show our teeth like e. Anytime you read fatia, ma open me. Anytime you read casro, ma show me e, because it's e, sound e. Then anytime we call dhamma, we have to make sure our mouth is circled, like ooh, 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 ooh. Now imagine this letter is called on its own is W, isn't it? Ooh. Okay. Then if I put fatha on top of it, then it becomes wa. You see now, we cannot read very well with wa. Okay. If I write the same letter, which is W, and I put casro, remember casro will show our teeth. Then it becomes what? We. Or you can write it like this, W and E. This is we, they sound the same. We. Imagine I write the same letter, which is we, W sound, then I put dhamma on top of it, then it's going to sound what? It's going to sound woo. So that's why we have wa, we, and woo. Wa, we, and woo. Wa, we, and woo. So if I write letter K like this, I write three letter K, but remember, K sound what? K, just only letter K, isn't it? But if I put fatha, then it becomes what? Ka, open mouth, ka. If I put kasra, then it becomes ki. Aha. So if I put dhamma, then it becomes what? Ku, ka, ki, ku, ka, ki, ku. However, remember, if I want to join these three letters together, ka from the beginning, okay, then ka in the middle, and ka at the end. So ka, ki, and ku. Some of us, we can identify the letters individually, but by the time we join them up, we find it difficult. That's why I explained the first letter in the beginning, in the middle, and at the end. How do we see ka at the beginning? How do we see it in the middle? And how do we see it at the end? These are very, very important. Okay, so harakas are E and U. Then we have also covered tanween. Tanween. What is tanween? Tanween, this one, remember, we call it haraka, isn't it? But when we double them, fatateni, kasrateni, and damateni, then it's called tanween. Okay, it becomes tanween. And tanween is just to introduce the sound. That's it. Tanween is just to introduce the sound what? You know, before we say fatah sound a, but because tanween we had what? To it, so it becomes an. Kasra on its own is e, but because it's tanween we had and dhamma is u, then we add so it becomes what? An, in, un. So this is what we call tanween. Please, all the mummies in the house, do you have any question based on the explanation given? Please. Or what do you want me to expatiate a little bit more? I don't mind, even if you don't do any topic today. I am more than happy as long as you understand something. Please, we are not in Russia, so we don't have to rush ourselves. We are in England, so let's take our time and understand this foundation very well. Please, I'm waiting for a question from you.
Salam alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you for everything, sir. The only place let me see any problem nobody join one, it's fine, but nobody join any letter con more care or to work cause not why she's sukun yesi. Woman find it a bit difficult from the sukun, sir. Ni ibi tí mo ti ní problem tomba ti almost more one, sir. Yeah. Salam alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Say,
yes, sir. Mo ti gbọ́ yín sin, sir. Tẹ́ wo box. Dear. We'll give up, sir. My request from me, sir.
You can type it. You can type it if you can hear me. So please, let's open up. If we have any issue, we can type it. Or
Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. So don't you break.
I heard spinning on our behalf. I think it's Ustaz Smith. Hello, salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Very good.
Oya dancing.
Oya bismillah.
Aja Amina, I want to try to explain it. Somebody to join our letters ibi táwọn ti máa ń get ní a bit of difficulty especially with joined with a letter that's got sukun on it. So one fẹ́ kẹ́ fi page 24, the text box on page 24 fẹ́ kẹ́ fi share example.
Page 24.
That's what she was trying to explain. Yes, one in the text box. So ibi tán ti dákẹ́ nìyẹn. But she's actually saying about somebody join our letters, especially somebody ní sukun. I man get a bit confused.
Page 24. Okay, let me go there. Thank you for clarification. If there is any question, let's feel free to ask question, please. This is very important. Okay. This is not maths. This is not English. This is not science class. All right. So please, let's feel free to ask questions. Please, page 24.
Yes,
Let me share my minimum. Am I sharing my screen, please?
Just about, sir.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Ocean, try that to come up, sir.
Man. Networking. So
Yes, you can see it now.
okay, good. So to start answering that question, we have to remember the letters that cannot be joined after, first of all. So we need to know that Alif, we cannot join it after. Dal, we can't join after. That, we can't join after. Ro, we can't join after. Zain, we can't join after. And the last letter is Waw. We cannot join them after. So if you remember this number one, okay, then you have to think about some letters that you can join, which is the rest of the letters. Then you think about the letter that has one dot on the top. Which one am I confused with? Oh, I told you Ba is very close to Ba is one dot under, and Noon, another thing to remember, Noon is one dot on the top. Okay, so these are the things we have to put in place before we, think about which one to join which one. Then you have to think about Ain as well. Ain open mouth at the beginning. In the middle, it closes. So it has like a triangle shape. So we have to remember that. So long letters at the beginning, we delete the long part of it. In the middle, we delete it. And at the end, we have to put it back. Now, look at this letter here. We have 4 letters here. You can see 2 join and another 2 join. The first one are 2 letters on the top. Think about 2 things. 2 letters on the top. We have some letters that have 2 dots on the top. We have the Qaf and we have the Ta. So how do you distinguish between Ta and the Qaf? So Qaf is Qaf. So Ta is not Qaf. Please remember, Qaf, you can see the way Qaf like this. So that is Qaf. That's another thing for you, mummies. So Qaf, this is Qaf, it's not Ta. Why is it not Ta? So Qaf is Qaf. And the second letter is Waw with Sukun. So this is O. Another 2 letters, we have each letter is just like a 0. And the last letter that has 2 dots is what? Is Ya. Only Ya has 2 dots under. No letter has 2 dots under. Ya. But 2 dots on the top is what? Is Ta. So we have 4 letters here. This Waw and Mim. Yes?
Salam alaikum, sir. Please, sir, I want you to repeat that place where the Ya is joined. Ya and what letter is joined there, sir?
Okay.
There are 4
this
letters.
is
Ya and what letters is joined?
Mim.
Mim.
Okay. This letter is Mim. Okay. The reason of it is space, they have to manage the space to make sure places, the space is managed. We don't want to write it too long. If possible, they can make it, but they want to manage space so the letters can be together. So that's why it's so a little bit confused. So this first letter here is Mim. And the second one is the hand.
That the Arakat goes with the Mim. That's Arakat.
Okay, the one that's this one. The Arakat Kasra is for the Mim. Okay, the last one is for the Ya. So this one is obvious. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So we have to be very careful. All right. So the Ya is at the end. And it has this one. This one is Kasra for the Mim. So call me. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4 letters are here as well. The first is Alif. You know, Alif is not joined with Ya. Remember, some letters cannot be joined. So that's why Alif doesn't join with Ya. So we have Alif and we have the Ya. You see, 2 dots under. Look at how Ya looks like at the beginning. So, and the Sukun is for Ya. The third letter is Da. You see, Da doesn't join with Ya. What is the reason? From Majesty.
It's part of the letters that can't accept.
Very good. It's part of that that cannot be joined out. That's why Da stand on its own and Ya stand on its own. Now, let's come to this one, Ro and Wa. You see, you cannot join Wa. So that's why they're being separated. But there are 2 letters here. We have the Ha and we have the Ya. You see the Ha together with the Ya. They don't want to make it separate because of space. That's why they manage the space together with Ha and the Ya can join. If they can join, so that's why.
Our letters will only join after Ya and which letter? And
okay, so we have Alif first. You can't join Alif after Alif. If you go call again, that answer a question. What are the letters that we cannot join after? Number 1, I've said Alif. Any other one?
And Wow.
Wow. God bless all of you. Inshallah. So we have Alif, we cannot join them. We have Dal, we can't join. We have Zal, we can't join. Ro, we can't join after. Zain, we can't join after. Wow, then after. So this Wow, you see, this one, they are word, isn't it? Single word. So Ko and Wow join, Mim and Ya join, but did not join Wow with Mim because Wow is unjoinable. Look at alif and ya. We cannot join alif with ya. That's why if alif join with ya, it's no longer alif. It becomes lam. Look at dal and hain. You see now they are separated. Look at ya and ro. Look at ro. Ro doesn't join jim. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So they're separate. Now look at it. What is the first letter here? Remember the clue I give you. 1 dot on the top, 1 dot down. Which one is
Noon.
1 dot on the top?
Noon.
Noon. Thank you. Good
Noon.
afternoon. And the dot under is back. Is as
Ba.
this so-called.
Ba.
Is this
No.
Ejekimberi lower? Is
No.
that alif? Durojaye, Alaja Durojaye. Someone met.
No, I'm the
Okay.
sir.
Ejoma, what letter is this one? Is it alif or lam?
Lamb, sir.
Why is it lam?
I'm the mommy. Lamb. Because lamb, no
Why?
one they join Ali Fulani.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
Barakallah. Because lam can join, and if you look at this letter, mummies, don't call it raw. No, it's wow. So nígbà míì àwọn kíní làwọn fẹ́ confuse ara wọn bọ̀ ìdí ẹ̀fí kó confuse pé tẹ́ bá ti rí ó tún ṣe wọ́n wà shaded bí wọ́n ṣe print ẹ̀ ló kọ́ ẹ̀ tó bá ti wà shaded báyìí ó dẹ̀ lọ báyìí is wow, but tẹ́ bá rí báyìí without shaded is raw. So ẹ̀wọ̀lẹ̀ it's not raw but it's wow. Okay. This is
Number 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 10, sir. Are you putting number 10?
Number 10. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, number 10. Yes. So this is noon. This is ba. This is lamb. This is wow, not raw. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And this letter is what someone tell you. Ka
Ka,
and
mim.
what?
Mim.
Ka, mim. Mim.
So we have the ka and we have the meme. Okay. Ejo, letter is it wow, or raw? Wow.
Which one, sir?
Don't call it raw. Look at raw.
That's
The
a
last
wow.
letter here. This one.
Wow.
So it's
Wow.
wow. If
It's
like this, it's wow. Sometimes how many letters are here?
What
There are
number,
3
sir?
3
letters.
letters.
The first one has 1 dot on the top. What is that?
1,
No.
3.
Ha.
None.
After noon, what do we have?
Ha.
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 Okay. And after
No.
ha, we have what? Noon. So
Noon.
this noon and that
No.
noon.
This, that one joined.
The
It's
first
joined.
one is
Eh?
joined.
That one
The
joined.
second one is not
Is
joined.
joined. Not joined. Is not joined.
No,
It's
that's
not
the
joined.
That
road.
the end the
Because
beginning.
Oh,
half
that
is
the
the
road.
beginning, the
First
end.
one
Yeah,
is
the
beginning.
beginning.
and the last one is at the
And
end.
this one is at the beginning. That's why it's joining here. But this one is at the end.
Standing on the toe.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one. Okay. Oh, yeah,
Which one?
Which one?
this one.
1, 2, 3,
6
Six
4,
letters.
5,
letters.
6.
How many?
No.
6
letters.
1,
letters.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, alif separated
1,
with ayin.
2,
Why?
3,
Why
4,
is it?
Can
Why?
be
It
joined.
cannot be
Mommy Fauzan.
joined.
After.
Yes, alif cannot be joined after. So this is ayin.
Oin.
Okay.
Oin.
We have to.
Yeah.
We have ya.
No.
We have
and
nun,
Yeah,
and
we
we
have
have
no.
ka.
No, and we have
Yeah,
ka.
we have alif. We have nun.
No,
We
we
have
have zai.
zahi. We have
We have
lam.
no.
We have
We have
nun and
ha.
ka. Emma Bagwe, this is her. Anytime you see this her like this, or sometimes you find it like this, is her. Okay. Any question, please? Please, for God's sake, let's pull up if you don't understand anything. Please, for the sake of Allah, I beg you. Please, it's good to ask questions in order to know. Please, we are beginners, and this is our. Wa alaikum salam.
From the illustration they give a few moments ago,
Okay.
Lori, go back to page 24.
Okay.
In the third line, please. It's okay, noon from the beginning and noon at the end. But I would have
Yes,
thought
ma'am.
that ha.
Okay. Is it this page, ma'am?
24. Okay. Is it? Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, that one. I would.
Okay, so-
Why do you think that is a noon? How? Because
Thank you. This one here, there are letters that have 1 dot on the top. How many letters have 1 dot on the top? We have noon, isn't it? We have kho. Are we together?
Yeah.
So number 1, you cannot say this one is kho, because if it is kho, it's going to begin like this. This is kho. Kho. So the reason why it's known is that now take note. Let me share this screen.
I didn't mean cough. I mean, you know where we have gym, ha, car.
Yeah, this one.
The third one. Yes.
This one, isn't it?
Then.
So, Sherry, noon, one le cover. kíkíní ẹ̀ kó open lọ sókè báyìí. Ìgbà míì wọ́n lè jẹ́ kí letter ẹ̀ kó wá sísàlẹ̀ báyìí. As long as the dot is on the top, is known. As long as the dot is bar, say I'm going back bar on its own is like this, abi? Tí mo fẹ́ kọ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀, ó máa wà báyìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ibẹ̀ kọ́. Say mo tún lè kọ bar báyìí.
Yeah.
So kíní yẹn arrow yẹn ó lè wá sálẹ̀ báyìí, àbí kó wá sókè báyìí. As long as the dot is still under it, it's still back. So that is why this one is still known. Let me open this page for you. Let's look at this page, please.
Open roll, Koshisa.
Oh, my opens inshallah.
I'm actually.
Is it open now?
Koshila
It's open, we can see.
Can we see this page I'm showing?
Yes.
Let's see.
Okay, good. So I just want to show you this. It's loading up. So if you are able to open it on your side, because everybody has a copy.
It's open
open.
Can you see everybody?
Yes, sir.
Is it open?
Yes, it is. It has, sir.
Yes, sir. 17.
So look at it. The first letter here is what?
Known.
Known, because it's what has one dot on the top. Okay, as long as a dot is what is known. But is what is. So the second letter here is what, please? Ba. Okay, please take note of this. Very, very important. Now there are some also these letters. Look at it now. They are being together. The first is going to be known. The second letter is what, please?
Jim.
Jim. Thank you. So Jim. One dot on the top here, and there is a what? A curve here with the dot. So this is Jim. Known. Jim, known and ain, ba and a ko, known, Jim, ya and a mim. This we have Ali. Okay. So this one we have here. We have sa and we have ya. Can somebody tell which two letters are here?
Ba and ya. Ba and ya. Ba and ya.
Because the dot is ba and ya.
Please, for my question before, the third one on this same line, 10 could you please tell me what two letters they are?
What page is it? 24, right?
Yeah, no, 6.
No, question.
Okay, which one are you talking about, please?
Page 6.
What page?
6, sir.
Page 6.
Ya and Baba and ya.
Page 6, isn't it? Yeah, please, let's cue. Background noise. Okay. So there you go, 6. Now, what's the question, please?
The question is, the third one in the box. Explain
this one, isn't it?
I want to know because it's almost page 6, sir.
Page 6. Yeah, right?
Still loading.
Yes. So which one?
Sir. So that third one.
The third one here.
Yes.
So which one of just so the first one here we have there are two letters.
Yeah.
One has dot on the top, which is known. The second one is Jim. They're supposed to write known and then Jim. But I told you they normally manage the space. They don't want to keep long line space. So that's why they put the known and followed by the Jim. So they put known. Known is on the top. The dot is on the top, and the Jim is like this. So the best thing is to the dot on the top, and there is a curve under. So it's going to be Jim. So but as so this is going to be known here, and that is going to be bar in that case. So, but it has a bit of curve like this, so it makes this become Jim. Okay, Alhamdulillah, may Allah continue to increase our knowledge. What we have learned today, Alhamdulillah, may Allah make the learning to be permanent. And the best thing is to revise. Please, revision is very, very important. So I'm going to stop the recording. And I'm going to upload the video which we've just covered today. So whenever you are less busy, mommies and daddies, please go on Ile Kewu YouTube channel and revise and revise and revise. Please, let's use